Morning, Namaste. It is I, Gina Louisa, here for you this morning, just helping to raise the vibration of this wonderful collective consciousness of ours. So today is March. It is Sunday. Good Sunday to you all. Hey, March 6th. The time marcheth on. Do it. It's just so wonderful to feel you here with me. That's all we're here for this morning. There's no more crises of the mind and no more crises of the heart. We don't even need to talk about it anymore. Just feels so good to be. Ah, we are the luckiest. We are the luckiest, right? And I know all of you felt like I did when we were little kids, right? Didn't you know you were born at the specialist time in the world? I say to myself, wow, how lucky are we to be born right in the Armageddon? This is great. We're going to get a chance to watch it all unfold. I remember thinking to myself these thoughts as a child, because, as a child, right, we were in that bubble right here. You're in that bubble in your mind, and it's a conversation right here, right? And then the world, like Charlie Brown, right? And things like kind of try to infiltrate your bubble, the solid little bubble, right? And as you grow up, hold it inside. The bubble that you hold inside, and the whole rest of the world, you just gotta hide your bubble. And boy, how we spent so many years having to hide our bubble. But it's where we were in our evolutionary phase. No, it takes great pressure to create a diamond. The diamond doesn't mind, It's like, oh yes, squish me down good, make me stronger and stronger and stronger. And here we are now, little diamonds, okay? And now we're being brought into the light. We have been brought into the light. There's one by one now, and we in the light are excavating other diamonds. So, diamonds of pure concentrated light. It just feels so good to watch as each one of you spark, It's like, bing, wow, cool, You see now. I can see that you see now. I feel so good. That everything else doesn't matter. Anything that stopped this doesn't matter. In fact, like we should have an on and off switch, You shut off that side of the brain, completely. The one that and just go things like this. Ooh, good strong cup of coffee there. Things like that are possible. Just let go and be in the moment. So anyway, I'm just welcoming you all to this beautiful today. We are coming to the newness. Can you not coming in the newness? Hi. Hello, all my new beings. I pinch it at the face. Gimme. I'm gonna pinch it. I'm gonna kiss it. Feels so good to be with you like this. Okay. You don't know how good it feels. I've been away for thousands of years. Away and not away, though. It's like being invisible, like a ghost. Like a ghost. Watching the world go around being sad without me, as it were. Like, say if you, like this, okay? Parents out there understand what I'm talking about, Think of yourself, and go back as a child, right? And then when your parent goes away, and how lonely and sad that child is without the parent there, okay? Or think about yourself and that loneliness, that despair. And I know for me, if my kid ever even pouted or cried, Ma, right there. What do you want, sweetheart? Mommy's here, okay? And I feel like I went like, you know, it's like thousands of years being there, hearing the cries. You know, my kids are crying for me. You won't let me be there with them, you know. But I can't be there with them. It was just like when you let a child cry itself to sleep. You know what I'm saying? And you let the child understand that, you know, like that you walk out of the room, blah, 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 and you know the kid's fine. You know what I'm saying? Then they eventually get bored with the crying and start looking inside themselves. It's kind of like that. They like, oh, they kind of like, and all of a sudden they're crying just to occupy themselves, and then they start singing and stuff. And sometimes you hear a kid start singing to themselves, and then they'll pick up a toy and they start occupying themselves. And they start screaming, God, I'm powerless. I'm powerless. I'm powerless. And start saying, well, I guess I'm bored with saying I'm powerless. I guess I can occupy myself, you know. You can't expect somebody to come in and every now and then you remember to cry in case anybody's listening, you know. No, but then actually you start realizing that it feels better to be happy. I know I did. I wasn't really a crying person. I guess I'm not really a crying person. You know what I'm saying? I cry when the only people who can make me cry are people that I really, really care about, like, you know, my kids. You know what I'm saying? I get bruised. I have. People I love, and when they are the ones that I can't communicate with, a lack of communication is the one thing that'll make me cry. I had in the past, but now, well, nothing really makes me cry. Even my kids. Last time, you know, a kid, because you can say to yourself, "Oh my God, my kids don't deliver me," when you know damn well they do. You know, right? So now, if some, then you start to think to yourself, "Oh, my kids think I'm crazy," you know, or I'm in the way. You know, maybe I'm in the way. You know, they don't need me. You know, you start realizing, and it's just a simple truth. Your kids don't really want their mother around. You know, they don't need me up their ass 24/7. But the fact that they do is so humbling. It's so beautiful. I realize how much they love me by hand. You know, when you realize to yourself, oh, I'm a burden to somebody, it can feel awful. But then if you realize that by God giving them the burden, it's you are making them stronger. Just like, you know, either walking up the hill or the guy walking up the hill with the 2 buckets of water, you know. By doing the work, he's carrying that buckets of water up to where they need to go, and also building his own strength in the process. So me just letting go of all my situations, saying, you know what, it isn't even my situation, it's God's situation. I'm just, you know, feels so much better. We're exactly where we need to be. I love the internet. I do. It allows me to sit here and babble and be. That's the whole thing. When you're in satsang, this is called satsang. When you let yourself express the truth of yourself, and you just let it express the truth. You know, when I became aware of satsang, I started to listen to people who would gather in satsang, and they would a guru named Prempal Singh Rawat, my Guru Maharaji, you know, because he really is. He is the guru, the one. Well, he helped, just like anything else, you know. We are born pure, true, innocent, and every bit that Christ consciousness is who we are. We are born. We are little Christs. They're born in that Christ consciousness. And sometimes the world doesn't treat you like you're Christ. They don't recognize that you're Christ. The world at that time wasn't nurturing to Christ. See, now, when I say things, I wonder why sometimes my computer seems to like be odd in the way it will record, jumps. And I say, you are born Christ. Let's see if it's going to jump again. Did it? I don't know. You're born Christ is who you are, little Christs. And the world doesn't nurture Christ. It's not set up to nurture Christ. Well, it hasn't been. Now it's going. We're setting it up now a little differently. The new paradigm. People are also scared. Oh my God, we're so afraid of this new world order. They make it sound like, so because they totally give over and believe in the evil illusion. Okay? Anything crazy is evil. If it, you don't have to pay attention to anything other than the way you see life being. I see life as we're all free on this earth. We have a beautiful, wonderful, lush earth. And right now, we're going through earth changes. We're purifying the air. That's what we're doing. We're purifying the water. We're purifying the air. A little bit of a larger volume in our earth. And we are going to just resonate on a little bit of a higher frequency now. You don't have to worry about anything. Like, oh my God, what do I have to do? I'm afraid. People, because, well, that's okay, because the fear it's leaving us. The fear had us like this. Oh, it was allowed for a while. Because, like I said, it takes great pressure to create diamonds, and our souls are diamonds. Our souls went through lifetimes in the illusion, the lie, to torture and burn, and how much can your soul withstand with, I'm saying? It's like, what was that story? Job. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh God and the devil, they're having this argument. Or it's really two parts of yourself. You put yourself into the game. You put yourself into the game because it's like this. Here we have just plain spirit and thought and beauty. And wouldn't it be nice to be able to experience self? And then there's like, wow, there is so much. There's more than just myself here. When consciousness realizes there's other consciousnesses, it's like, hey, wow. Well, if we realize that when there's a cooperation of consciousness, like in amazement of wonder, and now there's like, so if I am, and then there's another consciousness, and you are, well, where do I end and you begin? See? And then there's like, okay, so there's like a reaching as far into each other. It's like, wow, I can reach as far as from my center to your center and still be in myself, and you are still in yourselves. And there is this area where we are one. You know what I'm saying? There's this space where we both are. Wow, that's cool. Can we do this again with another consciousness? Can we do this again with another consciousness? And we do. And as we, more and more and more consciousnesses, we be bigger and bigger and bigger elements, as it were. Okay, and here we are now. Elements get together in cooperation into things and cooperate into existence. And like from all of that into, wow, here we are now. So here we have created the perfect vessel now. This human vessel. Oh, yeah, it's just nice, ain't it? I like humanness. And the third dimension. Oh, there are those of us who are very third dimensional people, okay? I remember when I was young, and God put me on in life, and I just wanted to go back to God since, well, from like 7, when my brother Frankie died and was gone out of my life, I was like, why do you get to be there and I have to stay here? I was like, ew, especially in a female body. Okay, here I am 7, right? And then at 10, only 3 years after that, it was just alone and sad, and oh my God, it wasn't, well, God, Frankie was always with me. It was always more like, I guess angry was a, yeah, because how come you get to die and I have to be here? Oh, with these crazy people. I get punished for being good. You know what I'm saying? This is a crazy world I'm in, you know? But it's no longer a crazy world, is it? Excuse me. It's no longer crazy. I realize that the world is that I was born into, the Armageddon, the craziest. It had to be the darkest before the dawn, because I'm the dawn. Oh, yay! Oh, I get it now. I get it now. Each one of us is the dawn. Once you turn on your light, you're part of the dawn. Walk around with this inside of you instead of this inside of you. So, oh my God, I'm not good enough. Oh my God, I'm not good enough. And you start like freaking out. And how am I ever gonna get good enough? And my life is almost. And this fear just grips. When you let fear grip you, oh my God, you're choking every bit of the experience of aliveness out of you. Don't let fear grip you. There's nothing wrong with you. You're made perfectly, no matter what you think about what you are. You have all of everything perfect. All you have to do is just start utilizing it. You know what I'm saying? If I ate unhealthy foods and I just sat here and I stuffed myself full of food and I just sat here and didn't do anything with my energies, then I wouldn't have any poetry to read you, and I wouldn't have any music to play for you, and I would be this big fat thing, maybe if I cut off all my hair and I dyed it a different color and I caked makeup on my face, I would be a whole different person sitting here. You know what I'm saying? I would be a whole different person sitting here. I would appear to be a whole different person. You wouldn't even know that Gina Louisa existed had I not from the very beginning said, no, you know what? You're not going to cut my hair. Stop it. Leave me alone. You're not going to cut my hair. I can't call Ma. She's the one trying to run me down and cut my hair. Permit. How much curlier can it fucking get? I remember she got a hold of me because in an Italian home, your parents rule your flesh, okay? When you're little. She did this, she called it a Barbra Streisand perm, and I looked more like Jimi Hendrix. I even had a freaking more pick, because, oh my God, it was, and so then I remember when I finally got it to grow, out, and it was, just, where you could see, this is me, and here's the crap that they put in. Oh, and it stunk awful. I knew I was being poisoned. I knew it was not good for me. I couldn't wait till I cut that shit off. There. This is curly enough. You know why? Because this is what God made. You know what I'm saying? Just trust in the natural you. You're made perfectly, no matter what you think. Trust this. God wants me to trust in this. God wants me to trust in this. I trust my heart. I trust my heart. I feel good. I feel good. I feel good. I trust my heart. Hey. Right? Namaste, everyone. Good Sunday. I'll see you.